Luke.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
All right. Let's
Chop, chop.
do it.
Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the Leading in Love podcast, also known as Lil Podcast. In this episode, I will be discussing the topic of travel and will be joined by London-based artist Luc Skyz, best known as actor, writer, improviser, and hip-hop artist.
I've been waking up only to fade away. If I had roared like a lion, could have made my day.
I was lucky enough to meet Luc at the MoBo Awards after party so many years ago while I was on a modelling gig back in the day when I was modelling. So yeah, I've known Luc for quite a long time. I feel like he, as a man of depth and intellect and just like very genuinely, heart-centered person, hence why I wanted to invite him on the Leading in Love podcast. And I particularly thought he would be perfect for this episode because Luc is a very well-travelled man. And he relates to travel beyond itineraries and hotel bookings. At the best, travel is a mirror that reflects our deepest desires, our rhythms and our curiosity, sometimes even our fears. The places we choose, the moments we remember, and the experiences stay with us. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started with episode 6 on the Leading in Love podcast. Yeah, so the first segment, we're going to be discussing travel for work versus travel for leisure. You recently got back from some travels, work-related travels, yeah?
Yeah, I was in Pakistan, which wasn't a place that was on my list of like, destinations. I'd been to India before, which was pretty close.
Yeah.
And I went and I was part of a big World Culture Festival in Karachi. And it was nice. It was really good. Treated well and good experiences. Lots of different artists from different countries. So
amazing.
From all around the world. So yeah, it was dope.
What was it called again?
It's called the World Culture Festival. One of the biggest festivals in the world.
And someone reached out to you to invite you to Pakistan?
A friend of mine who had been involved in the year previous, like he kind of linked me up with the organizers. They heard my music and they were like, "Oh, we love your stuff and we need to come out."
Incredible. So
it was kind of like, it was quite interesting. It was a cool opportunity.
How was it like traveling in Pakistan?
It was like we were well looked after. So like it wasn't like my normal travel where I go and like I look around and find places.
Yeah.
This was all very like organized. They picked me up from the hotel, would take me to the venue, they would take me back. So it was it was very well organized and very well put together. I think for me as someone who loves traveling, the only thing that was lacking, but I was working out there, right? But I would have liked to have just escaped and done my own thing.
And
looked around, and I didn't really get.
You didn't get that opportunity.
No,
so you just
much.
Basically, were you just like seeing like one venue to the next venue?
Yeah. Just going to the main place that we were doing work from. I was like we did workshops and obviously performing.
Yeah, you like nature, so did you not get to experience?
I didn't really. And also it's a city, so like I wasn't really. It's a big city. I didn't really see any nature.
Yeah,
but it was still cool to see the city and see the. It's a different vibe to London, and it's very, very different.
Amazing,
so it was cool.
Amazing, lovely.
Yeah.
So again, like I said, this segment is travel for leisure. It's travel for work versus travel for leisure. So I saw recently, like you released a single, and I noticed in the single, as soon as I saw the video, I saw it's in what's it called?
Camber Sands.
Yes, Camber Sands.
Yeah.
So I feel like when it comes to travel, a lot of us think about like, getting as far away as possible.
Yeah.
And the song was about ambition, yeah?
The song was, it's called This Time. The song was about, in a sense it's about ambition. It was about like overcoming that feeling of wanting to not push forward in your life. Do you know what I mean? So like the whole concept is me waking up on a beach. And that was just an idea that came to me. I just thought visually that would be amazing. The beach represents it represents the place that I'm aspiring to be in, right? That place of tranquility and peacefulness, right? And then the waking up is something that we do every day. We wake up from our slumber, right? And like, sometimes, you know, in difficult times in your life, you wake up and you're like, you don't want to face the day.
Yeah.
So it was really about like overcoming like the challenge of not wanting to face the day. And the reason why it's called This Time is like, the chorus is like, this time I'll make it right. This time this time I'll get it right.
Yeah.
This time I'll get it right. It's like every day is a new opportunity to turn a new leaf, right? Or like I've got a lyric in a song actually called 1,000 Miles, which is a single I dropped a couple years back, which is on this project. And I say, there's a line where I go, every day is a fresh canvas to work with.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is a canvas, like a painter uses a canvas to paint, right? And like for me, life is a game in a sense that we are creating and co-creating every day.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So like when I say every day is a fresh canvas to work with, every day you have a new canvas to paint the reality that you want to create for yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm using the artistry or art as a symbolic like expression of a new day, a new opportunity for you to create your reality. Because every day that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Every day we're creating our reality.
Yeah, exactly.
With our thoughts and our actions.
Yeah, talking about like visuals and creating, why did you feel like Camber Sands was like the perfect place?
Because I'd been there. I'd been to Camber Sands like.
So I'm saying Camber. What do you say?
I say Camber.
I say Camber.
You say Camber. I don't know.
Is it Camber? Okay,
I think it's Camber, but we can say Camber.
Never mind.
So yeah, so I went to that beach a couple years prior, and I was like, oh, this beach is. I was shocked. I was like, this beach is
nice
banging.
Beach, isn't it?
Yeah, this beach is banging. So I was like, I was shocked. So I was like, this doesn't feel like England even. Right? And not to say England doesn't have nice beaches, it does.
We have some nice beaches.
Yeah, it really does. When I think of beauty and like nature in England, I don't think of beaches. I think of like more forests and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so when I got to that beach, I was like, this beach is unique because even if you go to Spain or somewhere like the Mediterranean, you don't get those dunes.
It's
dunes.
a
And
very
like,
natural beach.
So it always stuck with me. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot a video here.
That's it. Yeah. That's
and then I did.
Yeah, I went to that beach one day. I just wandered because I work in Kent, and I was like, you know what, I need a day for the beach, and I just like randomly like went there, and I was like, yeah, this beach is so nice.
Yeah.
But have you seen? There's one Durdle Door. Have you been to Durdle Door?
Durdle Door, I haven't been there.
Yeah, that's like there's some beaches in the UK that will like surprise you. That like
that's like Jurassic Coast.
Yeah.
That Durdle Door spot, I think it's up there as well. It's a really beautiful beach, maybe even better.
Yeah, I went to Saltburn. Saltburn's like that's a bit further.
Where is that?
Saltburn. There's a beach called Saltburn. That's a nice beach. I can't remember exactly the area. While we're on the topic of like places in the UK, do you have like any favorite like
spots in the UK?
Spots? It could be a spa or a location. Do you have any favorite ones?
I have a favorite place, and it's not far away. And the reason why it's not far away because like it allows me to go there like reasonably regularly, innit? Hampstead Heath is probably one of my favorite places. Yeah, obviously there's more beautiful places outside of London, but I can't just on a whim get to get there. I need to drive and travel or get on a train or whatever, right? So a place that I love to go to just reconnect with myself and reconnect with nature and just feel the feet that the ground underneath my feet is Hampstead Heath.
You went somewhere recently and there was like some stones. I don't know what's going on. What was that?
That's in South London.
What is that?
It's just a park. Someone thought I went away. It's just a park. What they've done, they simulated Stonehenge.
Oh, is it?
So it's like a miniature Stonehenge.
Oh, I didn't know what's going on. So it's
not ancient. It's not ancient. It was built like I don't know when it was built. Maybe like early 2000s. So it's literally like 12 stones representing the 12 cycles representing the 12 seasons of the year. I don't know how many stones are in Stonehenge, but yeah, it's they've done it in like it's like an ancient site.
Yeah,
it's not an ancient site.
It looked a bit spooky.
But what's interesting to know is Stonehenge is not the only ancient site in England. Stone circles. There's other stone circles in the UK that are ancient.
Yeah.
That may be this older or the same as old as Stonehenge.
Yeah, talking about like places of history in the UK. Have you been to Glastonbury?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I really like
I'm not a
Glastonbury.
fan of
I mean, I like it.
I shouldn't say that.
like it. I mean, you do Glastonbury like in like half a day, innit? Like,
Yeah.
I like to go up to the tour and like
Yeah.
be on and be in nature and hang around with the sheep. No. I don't know. I tell you what I like. I tell you. I mean, my memory of Glastonbury is going there, and obviously it's become quite a spiritual hub. And the reason why that is because I mean, this is a belief. I don't know how true it is, but Glastonbury was like supposed to be the heart center of the world at one point.
Yeah.
That changes. Yeah, like because depending on you know, like you have ley lines and stuff like this, and so it apparently that shifts, because obviously the world is shifting, right? Our planet is moving, but at one point I think that was considered like the heart center of the world.
Interesting.
Right? Again, I don't know if that's New Age belief, but anyway, because of that, Glastonbury became this kind of hub for like spirituality and like, you know, that kind of vibe, right? So they've got a lot of bookshops in there that have really esoteric books, or like, you know, books about spirituality and stuff like that. And I'm stuff I'm interested in. So I picked up a book in Glastonbury that was very interesting.
Yeah. Do you know you went? Was it for just leisure or?
Yeah, I went to Glastonbury. I've been a few times with friends. Oh, there is a really special place there. Near to Glastonbury, there's a place called the White Springs, which is basically like they have almost like cold plunges.
Okay.
But they're natural cold plunges.
Nice.
You go into like a cave, go into this cave, and then there's about 3 or 4 cold plunges. There's loads of candles inside this area. It's got a very like, it feels like you've been like, you know, taken and thrown back into like, you know, back in the days. Like it feels like something out of Game of Thrones or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's cool. Yeah. And when I got in that water, you know, there's something about water that is so rejuvenating and like soul replenishing. Do you get me? So when I got in the water, it's freezing cold, but it's not just having a cold shower, because that water is natural spring water. It's from natural springs.
Nice, yeah.
So when you go in there, you do feel, and we went in the summer, so it was a nice contrast of getting out of the heat, getting in the cold water. Yeah. You feel like you're born again. It's got
amazing,
that vibe.
amazing.
So, if you haven't been, White Springs, that's the place.
Yeah, when I went to Glastonbury, it was for where did you say it's near Glastonbury?
It's near. I don't know if it's in Glastonbury. I can't remember. But if you type in White Springs Glastonbury on Google, you're gonna find it.
When I went to Glastonbury, I went for a retreat. So like I felt a lot from the retreat, like, you know, with the meditations and stuff like that. But I didn't really get that feeling. It's so strange because I go a lot on how my body feels. Yeah. But I didn't feel it. It didn't move me.
What was the retreat? What were you doing?
It was, I can't remember the name. It was always winter solstice.
Okay.
I felt like a lot of connection with the people, but in the Glastonbury itself, nothing moved me, which is strange. So I was like quite surprised. But then it's very interesting though, because then it made me think of an area that every time I go there, I just get like these sense. And it's near my house, but it's literally connected to Epping Forest.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so there's a particular spot that anytime I stand in that particular spot, I feel like it's a lot of energy, like a lot. So like they say that about Epping Forest. Yeah, so it's so interesting because when she was talking about the ley lines and everything like this, she was like, yeah, you're going to be feeling something. And then I mentioned like, actually, I feel like there's a spot near my house. Just recently I started doing like workshops, and I did like a walk from because Forest Gate used to be like, the forest used to go a bit further back. Yeah. But obviously with like, you know, development, like it pushed back a bit. But like, yeah, I did a local like what's called snapshots or like a local walk, and I feel like it's like you said about Amsterdam. It's really important to have some break away
from the city and the stress
and that's
city.
Close.
I used to be a bit closer to that Hampstead Heath. It was easy to get to. Now it's not, a bit further, but I would still take the trip and go there because that park is different. It's not just like a flat park. It's got a bit of forest. It's got hills. It's like it's a special place. Like I love that park.
Yeah, lovely. So I've been like looking at your social media. I can see that you've had a lot of opportunities recently. You mentioned Pakistan, didn't you, briefly? And what other places have you traveled to recently for work?
So this year, not for work. This year I went to Morocco.
Yeah.
which was my first time.
Okay, yeah.
I loved it. I loved Morocco. It's definitely.
And that was for leisure, yeah.
That was for leisure. I went by myself. But I did meet a friend of mine out there. He was there at the same time, so I hung out with him for a bit. I went to Greece for a wedding, for one of my close friends' wedding, which was really nice as well. Yeah, it was cool. So those places were cool. Like Morocco, I've been wanting to go for the longest, and I just had never got around to doing it.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
I love Morocco.
It's a beautiful country.
I love it so much.
Yeah, amazing people.
And that's a place that I definitely, every time I go there, I just feel so incredible. I climbed MountToubkal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, everyone was like, like the group, they all went to like a bar, and I was like, I don't even feel like drinking. Like, do you know what I mean? So I feel like also I really appreciated that it is, well, you still get like, the touristy things, but I feel like I love the fact that it's not, it's a Muslim country. So I love the fact that the culture isn't just like the heavily drinking. So I feel like I really appreciated that.
Yeah, for sure.
And I stayed in the mountains for a while.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. And I first decided I wanted to go to Morocco because we were on the way to Nigeria. Our flight got delayed or something like that. So anyway, we had to take a different route. And on the route, we stopped in Morocco.
Oh, nice. So you weren't planning to go?
Yeah, and I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, I need to come here. And I was just in the airport.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking, I need to come back here.
Yeah.
And then I went.
And then you came back again.
It was funny because I went with an ex the first time, but I loved it. But again, when I was there, I was just like, I was just like, I don't feel like drinking. I just feel like so at peace. You don't drink anyway, do you?
No, I don't drink.
How long have you not drank for?
For a few years.
That's good. That's good. But anyway, I felt like when I felt like something had shifted inside of me.
Yeah.
And so I went back again. I did like MountToubkal.
Yeah.
But I love Morocco so much. But everybody has to am I pronouncing it right?
I haven't been there, so I don't know. Took you say?
Yeah.
I think I wanted to do what do you call it? There's some mountains in Morocco. I've forgotten the name now. I didn't get the chance to do that. I drove past it because I hired a car out there, which is crazy.
Right, what's driving like that?
Driving in Morocco was mad. Like, I got stopped by police about 5 times and I got fined. Yeah, because I was speeding. Yeah. But like, no, I want to take that back. So, because I actually want to rephrase that.
Yeah.
I was speeding, but not intentionally. Because what would happen, like, basically when I drove from Marrakesh all the way to Agadir. And there's times where it would be like 20 miles per hour you see a sign that says 20 miles per hour. Yeah. And then in England, it would usually like transition, like you won't just go from 20 to like 70. So it would just like drop from like 100 to like down to 20. You're like, what? And then basically they don't have like machines like with the big yellow boxes that we have here, right? There'll be some guys hiding in the bush, literally hiding in the bush with this machine that they hold out. And then you never, and unless you live there, I guess you get used to like where people are, right? So like I'll just be driving, and then obviously it is nice to go a bit faster on those clear roads, and you're like driving over hills. The scenery in Morocco is it felt like you're back in the like back in the days, like it felt like it was like it felt like biblical times or something like that, right? Yeah. So basically I'm driving, and then all of a sudden these guys police just come out from the bush and they stopped me, and I had a funny story actually. Like basically this time I was actually taking my friend to the airport. Yeah. So my friend that was in Morocco at the same time, I was taking him, his friend, and his friend's mum to the airport, right? Because they were leaving. And so we were in Essaouira. So I was taking them to the airport nearest to Essaouira, right? And basically this happened. So I was caught speeding. Didn't realize I was speeding because I thought I was like thought I was driving at the right speed. And then they pulled me over, and then the guy's like, yeah, you were speeding, right? and he's like, I was like, oh, okay, sorry, man. And he goes, come. so he brings me to the car, and he's like, look, you speeding this much? It's this much, right? Because you speeded over this speed? It's this much. I'm thinking, hold on. In London, if you're caught speeding, or if you go past the, you just pay a fine. Yeah. It's not like you spent a bit more, so like the fine's even more because you were going this far. So I was like, this is suspect. But I'm like, okay, cool. So anyway, he goes, oh, it's like I can't remember how much he said. Like it was something like what's the currency? Is it dirham?
Yeah.
I can't remember the currency. I think it's dirham or. So he's like, it's this. This is the currency. This is how much you got to pay, and it was a lot, right? And I was like, bro, I don't have that money. As he goes, okay, well, you know, you better get the money. So I go to the car, I get all the money I've got, all the change I've got. I'm like to my friend Jan, I'm like, bro, have you got?
Is it a lot? Was it big?
Yeah, it was a decent amount of money that he was asking for.
Gosh.
Yeah, and so I was like, I asked. So I didn't actually have. There's a cash point anywewhere.
Yeah,
I'm in the middle of nowhere. So I'm like, have you got some money? He gives me a bit of like chump change. I asked my friend's friend, right? Have you got any money? Like he gives me a little bit, like he's barely got anything, right? So I come back with like some notes and some like literally some chump change, right? And then he kind of just laughs at me, right? and then I put it in his hand, and then he goes, put your hands out like this. He goes, put your hands out. So I put my hands out like that. He and then he starts putting the money back into my pocket, back into my hand, right? That I gave to him.
Yeah.
And then he keeps just a little, like, I don't know how much. So he asked for 300.
Yeah.
He ends up only taking like 100 from me.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And he goes, next time, pay attention, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that was a blessing because he didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And people always say, like, you know, police are corrupt and whatever, like, in those situations, but like he could have just taken all of that money.
Yeah.
I think the first sum he asked for was blatantly not the sum, right? And then I think he felt sorry for me because I went to the car and I was like, I came back with change and notes, and like I think he literally looked at me like, wow, this guy, like, this is pathetic. Let me just. He probably needs this money more than I do, right?
I felt sorry for you.
He felt sorry for me, so he gave me back like half of it or more than half, and was like, careful. So that was a funny story that will stay with me.
And that concludes episode 6, part 1 on this 3-part series of the Leading in Love podcast on the topic of the mindful journey and travel. Make sure you tune in for the next part, which will be launched on Sunday, the 4th of January 2026. Until next time, guys, and remember, be kind to yourself, each other, and the planet.
Frontin' like times on my side while I play this game.